can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's Blerd without fear. Welcome back to the channel. The official Star Wars YouTube channel dropped the official trailer, I think because previously it was just a teaser, but they have finally dropped the official trailer for Ahsoka, which is going to be coming to Disney Plus on August 23rd. And considering that I love Star Wars and have recently been covering Star Wars stuff on the channel, why not?
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create.
The late great.
We are no Jedi.
Ooh, dude, Ray Stevenson going out hard.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Dude, Blue Daddy's back.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power, such as you've never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one. You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me, Master.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. Let's go! But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Oh, she cut the hair. She cut the hair.
Yes,
Let's go. Oh, let's go.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
I love how they got. Ooh, she did the wall work just like style of Rebels. Let's go.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain.
Yes.
You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
Ooh, no,
we have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Okay, so just like Dave Filoni has told us on multiple occasions, this is, for all intents and purposes, Star Wars Rebels Season 5. This is essentially what this is. Ahsoka, because she was so, I guess, intrinsically tied to that show for a huge portion of its run, the fact that she is reappearing once again in the Star Wars universe, you kind of have to address some of that stuff from Rebels. The fact that Ezra had, vanished into deep space, and granted, we see Thrawn is back, so clearly they got out of it, but we just haven't seen Ezra since then. And they're digging more into Sabine Wren with this, which is something I have said for the longest time. I felt like Sabine Wren was one of the best characters on that show, and that is a tall order considering Star Wars Rebels was full of amazing characters. But Sabine Wren is getting an opportunity to level up. Apparently there has been some Jedi training involved. We already knew she was able to wield the Darksaber that we've seen, both in the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, as well as recently in The Mandalorian. But it seems like she is also wielding Ezra's lightsaber. She even kind of makes a passing jab at Ahsoka, referring to her as Master. So clearly Ahsoka had been training Sabine Wren over the course of the time between Star Wars Rebels Season 4 up to this point. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I love Grand Admiral Thrawn. He is actually one of my favorite characters from Star Wars, even back during the old, what I guess you would now consider Star Wars Legends days. And the fact they brought him over, just kind of just rolled him over into the new canon universe, I'm like, dude, that is a 100% win no matter how you slice it. Also getting Lars Mikkelsen, who voiced him in Star Wars Rebels, to come back and play him in live action. chef's kiss. I also really like what they're doing with Ray Stevenson, whose character is named Balin Skull, as well as the other character who I believe is played by Ivana Sakno, who is, her character's name is Shin Hati. These characters, while we don't really know a whole lot about them, they don't seem like Sith, and they're clearly not Jedi, and it makes me wonder if we're going back to the old canon, because once again, we got Lars Mikkelsen playing Thrawn, who originally did not exist in the new canon up until Star Wars Rebels. I'm wondering if we're resurrecting the Dark Jedi or Gray Jedi from the old Star Wars legends. Dark Jedi used to be a thing, and it's funny to me because it wasn't until really the prequels and then even more doubling down on it later is the Sith were kind of just a thing, just two people, but you could technically be a Dark Jedi, someone who leaned more towards the dark side but wasn't really involved with Vader or Palpatine. And even at one point, Vader himself was considered a Dark Jedi as opposed to a true Sith, but a lot has happened over the decades since the original Star Wars, canon and leading up until now. And then there were also Gray Jedi, which it's kind of implied that Ahsoka may take up that term or something similar. They may not use these terms like Dark Jedi and Gray Jedi, but essentially that's what they are. I am very excited for this show, not just because I'm a huge fan of Ahsoka Tano. Honestly, the one thing I actually liked about the Star Wars Clone Wars series was Ahsoka. I didn't really particularly care for the Clone Wars animated series at all. I honestly have tried on multiple occasions to watch it, and I always end up getting bored and just going back to Star Wars Rebels, which is so crazy considering that Rebels literally assumes you've seen Clone Wars. But anyways, that was the Ahsoka official trailer. It'll literally be out in a few weeks. I'm so excited to see this show. Once again, huge fan of Rebels, so this is just icing on the cake for me personally. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, do the YouTube thing, like, share, comment, subscribe, and make sure you tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I put out. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and let me know what you thought about the Ahsoka official trailer. Keep it plus ultra and sound off in the comments.